in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, Week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that will make it 6-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the... He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he will be brought down. His time is now run out on... Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about, if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, it'll be Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. 9. Helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Drew Brees and his NFC teammates set to begin their next drive. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. Throwing on 1st down is Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Brees going to throw. Caught by Jones. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Brees now. It's caught. Jones. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones. 54 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is down to 2. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game. But as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and trying to help their team win down the stretch.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
95-56. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Kill. Patch it. Clock.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's not something that we see every game now. Todd Gurley held below 50 yards, and we are in the 4th quarter. Got to give a lot of credit. They've done a nice job of bottling him up.
They absolutely have. A lot of times he can still find holes, but there haven't been the holes there. The offensive line hasn't created much space. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Ready. 95-56.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's back to throw. This complete to Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. The starting unit for the AFC. Definite Pittsburgh connection on that offensive line. 3 Steelers in Villanueva, Pouncey, and DeCastro. Also in that starting group, Quentin Nelson, the rookie from Indy at left guard, and the Titans' Taylor Lewan, selected to his 3rd straight Pro Bowl at right tackle. From the 36, Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is. And like that, offense and defense, in this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He was taken down by Ryan Kerrigan of Washington. Starters defensively for the NFC, they have 9 guys with Pro Bowl experience. The 2 rookies, well, they're in the secondary. Both of the Chicago Bears, Kyle Fuller at corner, Eddie Jackson, the free safety. They join a 3-timer in the Eagles, Malcolm Jenkins, and an 8-time Pro Bowler in Patrick Peterson of Arizona. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tariq Cohen of the Bears back deep for the NFC. The AFC with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. To throw, it's Breeze. Complete to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins, 41 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East.
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the 1st down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Well, Charles, while we have a second, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics. But in sports, it's actually kind of cool when these things happen. Remember, Seattle at 7-9 hosted the defending Super Bowl.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Breeze. It completes it to Jones. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 19. So we're at halftime of the 20. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the NFC going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to get this to Gordon. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Breeze now on first down. Jones has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, it's Breeze. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into the... And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Connor looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back.